Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to another Command Your Day. Hop on in the room. Hop on in the room. Good morning, Liz. Good morning, good morning. How are you? Good morning, Ray Botron. Good morning to you. Hi, Liza. Up. Okay. Good morning, Dee. Hi, Hamilton. Good morning. Good morning, Uncle X Brand. Mary Carmen. Good morning to you. Hi, Diana. Good morning to you all. Welcome to Command Your Day. Thank you so much for stopping by my virtual space. I'm Anika V. Brown. If you are new here, Master Life Coach and Mentor. Good morning, Uncle X Brand. Master Life Coach and Mentor. Good morning, Suzanne. So if you are new here and you're looking for a community that provides you with motivation, valuable insights, and practical strategies for success, you are in the right place, my friend. Yes, you are. I'm doing well, Liz. So hit the follow button. So here's what I want y'all to do. Make sure that you are following me on all my other platforms, because in 4 days, this app is going to go dark until they decide what they're going to do with it. So if you're not following me yet on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, I need you to do that. Good morning, Aline. Good morning, Global Chick Venture. Good morning to you all. I need you all to connect with me on Facebook. I'm Anika V. Brown, or Coach Anika V. Brown. Good morning, life is precious. On Instagram, I am Anika Brown. On YouTube, I'm the productivity coach on YouTube. So you can subscribe to my channel there. But in 4 days, this app is going to go dark until they decide what is going to happen. So, good morning, Steve. I need you all to connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Now, if you're on my mailing list, there's already hyperlinks to all my platforms. So if you go to your email, you just have to click on the links and it will take you directly to my page. All right. So I need y'all to connect with me, because in 4 days, this app is going to go dark until they decide what to do. All right. So connect with me, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, because we're still going to be doing Command Your Day, even if that happens, right? Because right now they don't have a deal in place. So connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, because I'm still going to be live streaming no matter what happens with this platform. I thought they were extending it. So the president he didn't sign it yet. So we don't know. We don't know. So we may have another issue of it's gone for the whole day and then they decide within 24 hours. Good morning, Nancy. So that is on the table for him to sign an extension. That's on the table. Someone has a bid in, but there's no confirmation yet as to what will happen. So I want to make sure that we're connected, because I'm still going to go live. That's Saturday? Yeah, Saturday's the 5th. Hopefully he will. I'm hoping for that, because I absolutely love it here. So hopefully he will. Good morning, Lady T. Hopefully he will sign the extension and we will still have it. You're doing the right thing, keeping your connections. Yes. So we've been preparing. He's going to sign it today. Oh, that would be awesome. Thank you for sharing that. If he signs it today, then yay. So that would be good. But the last news report that I got yesterday, nothing was set in stone yet. So that would be good if he signs it today. Yes. All right. So let's get into the agenda. Go ahead and drop your 3 things that you're grateful for today. Let's do our gratitude check-in. Drop your 3 things that you are grateful for today. Go ahead and drop them in the comments. Drop them in the comments. What are the 3 things that you're grateful for today? Good morning, Teeks. Good morning. Hi, Amika. I'm Anika. Good morning, Amika. Good morning, Miss Melissa. How are you? Thank you so much for the daily heart me. So go ahead and drop your 3 things in the comments that you're grateful for. We practice gratitude every morning to keep us in a mindset of abundance. Grateful for waking up another day, my family and my job. Yay. Awesome. Awesome. I love it. I've learned how to trust again. That is awesome, Steve. Oh my goodness. That is awesome. I remember what you said before, but I love it. You're growing. It's a sign of growth. I love it. I celebrate that. I celebrate that. Adaptation, focusing on what's important, and God's mercy. I love it. I love it, Teeks. I think you peeked in my notes for this morning. You said something that is in my notes. I think you peeked in my notes. Good morning, Nurse Mom. Grateful for my God, my life, and my family. Love it. Grateful for God's favor, breath, and peace. Yes, indeed. Grateful for waking up this morning and healthy blood work results. Yes, I need to get some blood work done as well. I do need to get that done. Grateful for waking up, grace and mercy, my family, and so much more. I love it. Good morning, Elton. I love that. All right, awesome. Now, we've also made a promise to ourselves that we're going to make bold moves this year. So I want you to type that in the comments. We're keeping that promise to ourselves that we're going to make bold moves this year. So type that in the comments. I'm going to make bold moves this year, or I will make bold moves this year. That is a promise to ourselves, and we're keeping that promise. We're not going to let fear hold us back. We're not going to discount ourselves because everything that we need, we already have it within us, right? So we're not going to allow what people say or what people may think. We're not going to allow none of that. We will make bold moves this year. Happy to be here. Awesome, Elton. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We will make bold moves this year, whatever your bold move looks like. Maybe this is the year that you're going to write the book. This is the year that you're going to start the business or go back to school, get your finances together, purchase the new home, move to the new city, whatever your bold move is. And we're here to support you. Thank you for the daily heart me. Thank you so much. We are here to support you. Again, we gather here to get motivated, to get valuable insights and practical strategies for success. I do my best to give you what I've got to help us all to make bold moves together. Yes, he is, Elton. Yes, he is. Thank you for typing that. All right, so let's pray really quickly. Thank you for following, Cassandra. Thank you for following. All right, so let's pray really quickly. I'm going to pray the 23rd Psalm, and then we will get into the agenda. The Lord is our shepherd, we shall not want. He makes us to lie down in green pastures. He leads us beside still waters. He restores our souls. He leads us in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we will fear no evil, for thou art with us. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort us. Thou preparest a table before us in the presence of our enemies. Thou anointest our heads with oil. Our cups run over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and we will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen and amen. Hi, Anna Sophia. How are you? Anna Sophia, how are you? I'm here because I want to learn English. Well, I hope that you learn some English, Chris. I hope that you do. I hope that you do. All right, so that is our prayer. I'm doing well. That is our prayer, the 23rd Psalm. The 23rd Psalm. Even if you don't make it here to join us, still pray, okay? Still pray. All right, let's keep it moving. Yes, we woke up to win. Yes, indeed. I love that, Diana. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, let's move into our affirmations. It's time to elevate our mindset. And we do that by reciting our affirmations every day. For those of you who are on my mailing list, you should have a copy of these affirmations and the declarations that we use here. If you do not have it yet, There's a link in my bio. I want you to click that link. It's going to take you to my digital store. The very first option says Commanders Community. It is a free community. You put your best email address there, click the submit button, and then the confirmation email that you get, it has the affirmations and declarations attached to it. So again, if you want a copy of these affirmations, that's what you do to get it. It's free. All right? It's free. Drop your best email address, the one that you want it sent to, hit submit, and then the confirmation email that you get will have the affirmations and declarations connected to it. All right, so here we go. I'm going to read through it. You're going to repeat it to yourself, and then you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. There's power in agreement. There's power in you using your words to become the person that you're trying to be, right? A better version of ourselves. So here we go. I am capable. I am responsible. I am grateful. I am focused on growth. I control my attitude. I am authentically me everywhere I go. I am worthy of God's best for me. I am patient with myself, and I am patient with others. I have compassion for myself, and I have compassion for others. I embrace positive thinking. I welcome abundance and prosperity into my life. I am courageous and I have peace. I forgive myself and I forgive others. My spirit is renewed. My mind is free. I have a success mindset. I have a clear vision. I am a discipline builder. I am accountable to my goals. I am innovative. I am influential. I am a winner. I am healed and whole. Today I choose peace. Today I choose joy. Today I choose faith. And today I choose to flourish. I choose to flourish. I give myself permission to be successful. I give myself permission to take up space. I give myself permission to live my dreams. I give myself permission to win. That is how we position our mindset to take the day on with a positive and empowered outlook. Again, you're very welcome, Steve. If you want a copy of these affirmations, use the link in my bio. When you click that link, it's going to take you to my digital store. Good morning, Elena. The very first option says Commanders Community. You're going to put your best email address there, hit submit, and then the confirmation email that you get will have these affirmations and declaration attached to it. All right, so if you're wondering how can I get a copy of these affirmations, that's what you got to do. Monday through Friday, I'm okay. The weekend gets me my idle mind. Okay, so here's the thing with that. Tell me your name. Your tag says J.A. Money. Tell me your name so I can address you properly. I understand your words. Awesome, Elton. I'm happy that you understand it. It's okay. You can catch the replay, Elton. If you have to go to work, you can catch the replay. This stream goes up at 8 a.m. on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So you can catch the replay. All my videos are on YouTube. For those of you who are new to me and you want to learn more about me, or you want to get more of my content or sit down and binge watch my content, I know people who do that. On YouTube, all my videos are there on YouTube. The Productivity Coach. Have I sent an email to you? Elton, there's a link in my bio for you to send me an email. So if you click the section that says email, you can send me an email that way. I would like those affirmations. Use the link in my bio to get the affirmations. I did, and I'm not sure you received it. Huh. Susan, DM me after the live stream and send me your email address so I can look it up to make sure that you're on my list. Jasmine. Okay, so here's the thing, Jasmine. I understand where you're at, and that used to be my struggle as well, right? Like I would do the thing consistently throughout the week, and on the weekend it would just be like a free flow. But then I had to assess myself and say to myself, if this thing is so important that you do it throughout the week, what's the difference with the weekend? Why aren't you doing it on the weekend? Don't you want it to work on the weekend? Don't you want to be effective on the weekend? And I made a commitment to myself that every single day I woke up, I'm going to do the things that are essential to my growth, the things that are important for me to become the best version of myself. So you got to have a little talk with yourself, Jasmine. All right? Have a little talk with yourself. If this thing is so important that I'm doing it Monday through Friday, what's the difference with the weekend? Right? You got to get it done on the weekend the same way. All right? Okay. All right. Awesome. So I made a commitment to myself. If this thing is important, I have to do it 7 days per week. I know you're new here based on your tag. You look new to me, right? I've never seen your tag before. But as of today, we're well over 200 days meeting here in this virtual spot every single day doing Command Your Day because it's important to me. Now, I've been live streaming for a very long time, but I had to step up my level of commitment to myself, to what it is that I'm building. If it's so important that I do it Monday through Friday, it should be important on Saturday and Sunday as well. So I made a commitment, a next level commitment to myself that, hey, I'm going to do this thing every day because it's that important to me. It's that important to my business, right? It's that important to my future. So I'm going to commit to doing this thing every single day. So that's how you got to talk to yourself and make that commitment that if it is important, yes, commitment to yourself is huge. Commitment to yourself is huge. And I'll share with y'all, Liz is on here. Liz is reading the book that I read a few weeks ago. This is a commitment piece to myself, right? This here. And y'all can choose whatever piece that you want or whatever item you want. This here is a commitment to myself. This here is a commitment to myself to remind myself that, hey, you said you were going to do this. You said that you're committed to getting to this destination. And this is a reminder to myself. Get up and get it done. Get up and move forward, right? Do what you say you're going to do. I hope this helped you. I hope it's helped. All right. But if it's so important that you do it Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday should be important as well. All right. Some of us, we do our devotions Monday through Friday, but on Saturdays and Sundays, we relax a bit. No, if your devotion is important to you, Monday through Friday, it's also important on Saturdays and Sundays. Oh, you got a ring? Okay, Liz. Yeah, whatever piece you want to get for yourself. It doesn't even have to be jewelry. Maybe it's something you want to hang on your wall as your commitment piece. You can do that as well. Yes, get up and move. Yeah. Yes. So even if it's something that you want to hang on your wall, you can do that as well. Good morning, Felipe. Good morning. Oh, yes, that's the battle I have presently. I never liked studying, and for the past few days, I leave. Okay, so you got to practice it. You got to practice it like, okay, I'm going to commit to this thing, and I'm going to do it every single day. Because here's the thing, eventually it becomes a part of you. Right now, waking up at 5 o'clock is no issue at all. And once I get up, I get into my routine. Doing and do my studies. I was laughing at myself. That it's been years of struggle. Yeah, but you can work through it. I know you can. Thank you. I needed to hear that. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. So if it's important to you, Monday through Friday, it needs to be important on the weekends as well. And commit to yourself that you're going to do it 7 days a week and your life is going to change. I promise you. Right now, waking up at 5 o'clock every single day is no issue. Like my body just wakes up. And to help me to stick to my routine, I have things close by me that I need. So all my devotional stuff, they're close by me once I wake up. So I'm not making an excuse that, oh, I have to go to another room or I have to go somewhere. No, I have everything that I need close by me so I can stick to my routine, stick to my morning practices that I do. All right, let's keep it moving. Time is going. So where are we? We did our affirmations. For those of you who are saying that you can't find the email with the affirmations, send me a DM so I can look you up on my list, okay? Yes, I listened to you and my life has changed. I'm so happy for that, Steve. Absolutely happy. It is a life goal of mine that even if you never invest in any of my programs, once you show up and you consume my content, you should see change in your life, right? Even if you're not a paid client. Some individuals, you got to pay them to get something that will change your life. But for me, I want to deliver value, even if it's free value, in a way that is going to help to change your life. All right? So I'm happy that you have experienced change. And Liza said same. I'm happy that you all are experiencing change and transformation in your life. All right. Okay, let's keep it moving into the word of the day. Let's keep it moving because the time is going. The time is going. So for those of you who are new here, we're working our way through a list of words that is really going to help us to make these bold moves that we're making this year. Oh, thank you, Liza. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Definitely have seen change. Awesome, Nancy. And I thank you all for continuing to show up because there's just so much going on this internet space and everything pulling for your attention. I appreciate you all showing up consistently to listen to me talk and go off script sometimes. And go off my notes sometimes. I appreciate you all showing up and sticking in there with me. And we're still going to do Commander's Day. So right now it's set for August 13. That is going to be the official Commander's Day. That is the day that I open up a private Zoom room for the commanders. Come on in. Ask me all the questions that you want to ask me because I don't just want to be the only one talking, right? August 13 will be coined as the official Commander's Day. Those of you who show up here, I'm going to open up a private Zoom room so you all can come in, ask me as many questions as you want to ask me, all right? So that's how I'm going to honor you all, in addition to all the resources that I sent you out. All right, but August 13 is officially Commander's Day, and I'm going to open up a private Zoom room. So that is why you need to be on my email list, okay? So you can get the notification when, get the link, get the Zoom room link so that you can be in the room with us on that day. So August 13 is officially Commander's Day. So I'm going to honor you all, celebrate you all by making myself available for questions so that y'all can talk to me. All right. All right. So put that on your calendar. Okay. So let's move into the word of the day. Today, the word of the day is prioritization. I think that's how you say it. Prioritization. Prioritization. Whichever way you want to say it. That's the word of the day. Type that in the comments. Prioritization. Prioritization. That's the word of the day. Type that in the comments for me. Type it in the comments. Let me know you got it. Let me know you got it. Thank you so much, Liz, for following. Liz Moore, thank you for following. Yes, yes. Prioritization is the word of the day. Good morning, JP. And it's the ability to focus on What matters most? The ability to focus on what matters most. It is the difference between being busy and being effective. We don't want to be busy. We want to be effective, right? We want to get results from what it is that we're doing. Did I step on your toe? I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, what matters most? I'm sorry. I see you saying ouch. I'm sorry. But it is the difference between being busy and being effective. Many people feel overwhelmed, not because they lack time, but because they don't know what to focus on first. That's an issue, and it keeps individuals in a cycle. Like, I know what I want to do. I know all the things that I have to do, but I can't figure out what to do first. Sincerely would like to be. Edson, send me a DM, okay? And I'll tell you the options to work with me. Send me a DM. I see your comment, and I understand it, but send me a DM. Yes, Liz. Yes. So we don't lack time. We lack the ability to figure out what to focus on first. Success is not doing everything. It's about doing the right things at the right time, right? Doing the right thing at the right time. Today, we will break prioritization into key areas. So clarity, choices, and consistency. Clarity, choices, and consistency. So, prioritization as clarity. This is knowing what truly matters to you. What matters to you? Before you can prioritize effectively, you must know what is most important to you. Because I guarantee you, everything that you're doing right now, even things that you do every single day, doesn't really matter. If you skipped that thing, it wouldn't change anything. But because we're living in this fast-paced world, we feel like we should be busy. I'm here 6:30 a.m. Eastern time every day. 6:30 a.m. That's the time. 6:30 a.m. Eastern time. So we're living in this fast-paced world, and we just feel like we need to be busy. Just going. But no, that's not how it's supposed to be. We got to understand what really matters the most. What's most important? You must identify your core priorities, what truly matters in your life and in your work. So here's how you can do that. You can list your top 5 priorities. Write them out so you don't forget them, right? Write them out. Faith, family, business, health, finances. If these are your top 5, write them out. My faith is important to me. My family is important to me. My business, if you're running a business, that's important to me. Or your job, if you have a job and not a business. My health is important to me. My finances are important to me. So write them out so you can pay attention to these areas. Anything extra falls behind. And I'm going to show you a strategy on how you handle that. All right. You can also think about what task brings the greatest impact. You want to focus on those. And what distractions waste your time. There's some things that you do and you may be doing them every day and they're wasting your time. You sit on that phone for half an hour, and even though it's your family and even though it's your best friend, but that half an hour you could have spent that reading a book that is going to help you to get your finances together. That half an hour you could have spent that doing some research online. What are the first three things that I need to get this business up and running? That half an hour you could have spent that looking at certifications that will help you to get a higher paying position. That's how I want you to think about it. Like, if we're going to make bold moves this year, we got to put some things in place. And this is one of them. You have to learn prioritization. You got to learn that. Good morning, Miss Arena. Good morning. All right. That's me. And that's what I'm trying to focus. What's important? Yeah. Yeah, you got to focus on what's important. What task brings the greatest impact and what distractions, they're just wasting your time. It's just a waste of time. You got to address these as you identify them. You may not find all of them in one day, but as soon as you recognize, like, you know what, I've been doing this thing for the last 6 months, just do it, just talking on the phone. At this specific time, I sit down to watch the TV and somebody gets on the phone, or I'm binge watching for the last 6 months. I've been binge watching this thing, and I could really be using this time to get a certification, right? I could really be using this time to look at my finances and see how can I add an additional income to my household, right? That's how I want you to think about it. Now, let's talk about urgency versus importance. Urgency versus importance. Here's a game plan, and this is called the Eisenhower Matrix. All right, you can Google it if you want to get more information on it. But it's called the Eisenhower Matrix. Here's what it says. Urgent things and important things, you do those right now. You get them done as soon as possible, like immediately. All right? Urgent and important things, do now. Important things, but not urgent, you're going to schedule those. Can I do this next week? Right? Can it wait until next month? And this is also going to help for those of you who have a goal to get your finances together. Do I really need to buy this thing right now? It's important, but it's not urgent. Do I really need to invest in this right now? Okay, let me schedule it for next month, right? This is the Eisenhower Matrix. And again, you can Google it if you want more information on it. Then the next stage is urgent, but not important. Like it needs to get done right now, but it's not that important. Those tasks, you're going to delegate them. Give it to somebody else. Say, hey, can you do this for me? It's urgent, but it's not important where I have to put my hand in it, right? I don't have to put my hand in it. So let me delegate it. Let me hand it off to someone else who can get it done. And then you got to find the things that they're not urgent and they're not important. You're going to get rid of those. They're wasting your time, valuable time that you could be spending doing something else. How do you determine urgent versus important? So it's about deadline. So I give this in the program, and you're going, when you get to week 2 or 3, Tabitha, I have a class on this. There's a lesson on this in the program. So when you get to, I believe, week 2 or 3, you're going to learn. So here's the example that I give. Good morning, Coach Lily. Thank you so much. Week 2. It's week 2. Okay, so Liz is telling you, Tabitha, week 2, I give you a lesson on prioritization. So say you're writing a book. You have the kids to deal with. You need to make a phone call. These are all things that you have to do in the same day, in the same morning. You got to understand, does your book have a deadline? Okay, let's say the deadline is I need to submit this manuscript by 8 a.m. The kids have to get on the bus by 8:30, right? You need to make a phone call before 10. So you're going to pay attention to the deadlines based on risk and deadlines. So that's good. Thank you for sharing that, Enrique. Thank you for sharing that. Based on risk. Yeah, so what is going to happen? What's going to fall apart if you don't get it done immediately, right? What are you going to lose if you don't get it done immediately? So the book you're writing, you have a manuscript that needs to be delivered by 8 a.m. That is urgent. So when you get up that morning, you want to make sure that you get up earlier than you usually get up, right? To do your final reviews before you submit it at 8 a.m. Now the kids have to get on the bus at 8:30. Handle the book first. Because if you don't submit the book, you may lose the deal, right? You may delay your publishing date. Talking about risk, as Enrique put there, when you need to get your car serviced. Yeah, because if you don't do that, it's going to break down. Good with meeting other people's deadline, but often neglect when making my own. So there's a deep-rooted issue around that, Tabitha, and I'm going to message you today. So that requires healing. There's something from your past why you're facing that issue. Okay, Tabitha, that's not just surface level. There's something from your past that needs to be healed. When you can do something for other people, but when it comes to yourself, you can't do it for yourself, there is something deeper that you got to explore, that you got to heal from. All right? That's usually the case. If you find that you can help everybody else, but when it comes to yourself, there's something deeper that you gotta work on. Elena, I feel the same way Tabitha does. So there's something deeper that you got to work on. All right. If you find that you can do things for other people and you can't do it for yourself, you can pray for everybody else, but praying for yourself, asking for yourself, you can't do that. There's something deeper that you got to address, that you got to heal from. All right. So you got to do some reflection and see what it is. I did a teaching on reflection. If you can go to my YouTube channel, The Productivity Coach, and look up the one that says the word of the day is reflection. All right, look that up. I did a teaching on that, I think about 2 weeks ago. I did a teaching on that. Look that up on YouTube. But there's something deeper that you're holding against yourself that you got to heal from. All right, I hope that helped y'all. But look up the teaching on reflection. Check out my YouTube channel. I'll be watching your videos all day. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yes, risk, impact, and speed of change determine urgency. Thank you, Enrique, for helping me out there. Thank you. We'll do as soon as we're done here. Yes, so find me on YouTube, The Productivity Coach, and you can go through. But reflection, find that one on reflection. For those of you who you struggle to celebrate yourself, you struggle to do things for yourself, there's something deeper that you got to heal from. All right. So urgency. So get the book. You would have to get the book done because the deadline is 8 a.m. Then you don't want the kids to miss the bus. So you need to work on them after you get the book, submit the book, and then you would make the decision to do the phone call after the kids leave the house because you don't want to be distracted. All right. So book, kids, then the phone call. That's how you set it up. Again, I have a whole lesson on this inside of my mentorship program. As Liz says, it's week 2. So week 2, I teach on prioritization. All right. And you have a whole worksheet that goes along with it. So for those of you who are interested in working with me, you can get in my mentorship program. I have the lessons pre-recorded so you can go through them at your own time, and then I assist you along the way. All right, so it's the Action Accelerator. The link is in my bio if you want to get into my mentorship program. And today's the 1st. So there is a new pricing structure. I'm trying to make it so that all of you who want to work with me can actually afford to work with me. So see the link in my bio to see what option works best for you to get into my program and work with me. So there's a new pricing structure. Talking too fast. A new pricing structure as of today, the 1st. So be sure to visit the link in my bio to see what option works best for you to work with me. All right. Awesome. I'm way over my time. So I want you to take some time to look at your to-do list and categorize your tasks using this method that I just talked about. Urgent and important, you do right now. Important, but not urgent, schedule those. Urgent, not important, delegate those. All right. Delegate those. If it's not urgent, if it's not important, get rid of it. I'm going to work with you for sure. Talk later. You're very welcome. Yes, thank you so much for saying that, Steve. Thank you. DM me if you have any questions. Thank you, Liz, for putting that. I see it. Thank you for putting that correction. DM me, Steve, and let's talk about it. All right. So There's so much more to go over, but the time. So prioritization as a choice. Let's do this. And I think I'm going to have to send you the last one in the email that I send out. But let's look at prioritization as a choice. This is making the right decision daily. Prioritization is a daily habit, right, of making intentional choices, like saying no to the wrong things. That's a choice. Every yes to one thing is a no to something else. You got to keep that in mind. If you say yes to every meeting, you might be saying no to time with your family. So pay attention to that. And this next practice, I absolutely love it. It makes my week run so smooth when it comes to prioritization, and that's batching and time blocking. I do that every week, and it really helps my week to run smooth. So batching and time blocking, which is grouping similar tasks together to avoid switching. Doing it in the morning, then doing it at night, or switching to something else. No, we're not doing that. Batching. We're grouping similar tasks together. So for me, when I sit down to do my content, I work on ministry content and I work on business content together. I prep my email, right? These are all contents. So I do all of it. When I sit down, I batch create. All right? I do that. Time blocking. So block out time for focused work. Block out time for meetings or for rest, which is important. That's very important. Instead of just reacting, oh, maybe I need to do this right now. Oh, I guess I need to do this later. Or can I do it? No, we don't react. We block out time. So for myself, right, I know that every Sunday I work on all my content for the week. So on Sundays, I block out time. I do my content after church, but before dinner. After church, but before dinner. Because I know that my family comes over every Sunday, so I have to work on my content and do all my preparation and business stuff before my family gets here and the house gets really loud, right? So you got to understand your life, what your schedule is like, what are the things that you know could potentially distract you from what you have to do. You got to know those things so that you understand where to block out time. Listeners have to group tasks. Only makes sense. Yeah, it does. So block out time. So for me, working on my content for the week every Sunday after church, but before dinner, because I know that by the time we get to dinner, my house is loud. There's a lot of running around, right? Little kids going back and forth. I know all of that is going to happen. So I block out my afternoon for focused work. All right. I hope that's helping you. Another thing, I'm going to make this final point, and I have to skip through the rest of it because the time is going. I have to work. Okay. I'll see you on YouTube. Okay, awesome. Yes, I'm the productivity coach on YouTube. All right. So this is the last point I'm going to make, and then we're going to skip to because this is too much to get through. But for those of you who are on my mailing list, every Saturday, I send you these notes, right? Or a portion of these notes. So make sure that you're on my mailing list so you can get it. Anything that I'm skipping through today, you'll get it on Saturday, between Saturday and Sunday. Okay? All right. So the last point that I'm going to make is energy management. Not just time management. Time management is very important, and I teach that in my mentorship as well. Time management, because if you don't know how to manage your time, it's going to be very hard for you to be productive. You got to know how to manage your time, and I teach that in my mentorship as well. So energy management, work on important tasks when you have the most energy. This will prevent delays and setbacks, right, on important tasks that must be done. So work on them when you have the most energy. So you know yourself better than I do. Are you more productive in the morning, afternoon, nighttime? What time of the day are you most productive, or you have the most energy to do the hard thing, and you want to do the hard thing first, right? Get the hard thing on your list done first when you have the most energy. So plan accordingly. All right. So I'm going to stop there. I will send the rest of the notes out in an email over the weekend. All right? I'll send the rest of it out. So the word of the day is prioritization. You gotta prioritize your tasks. How can I sign up for your email? There's a link in my bio, Andres. I hope I said that right. There's a link in my bio. It says New Dimension. That's the name of my business. If you click that link, it's going to take you to my digital store. The very first option says Commanders Community. You drop your best email address there, and that's how you join. All right. And in the confirmation email, you will get the affirmations and declarations that we use here every morning. All right. Let me know if you got it. Let me know. But there's a link in my bio to join my community. All right. All right. Let's keep it moving. Let's set our intentions for today. Let's set our intentions for today. Think about that one goal that you're working on for this second quarter. We're in the second quarter already. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? So anything you got to do, get it done. Get it done. Stop delaying. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next week. If it's important, never got the information in my... send me a DM. Lyric84M. Send me a DM, okay? Let's talk about it in the DMs so I can help you better. Because I'm like running out of time and I'm going to be talking too fast and then y'all won't understand what I'm saying. So send me a DM. All right, Lyric84M. Send me a DM and I'll go through my list and let you know. So think about that goal. Okay. All right. Yeah. So DM me and we'll talk about it. Think about that goal that you're working on. You're very welcome. And consider 3 things that you can do today to get you 3 steps closer to your goal that you're working on. Do you need to make a phone call? Is there an email that you need to send, someone that you need to connect with? Get those 3 things done today. That will get you 3 steps closer to your goal becoming a reality. And for those of you who have major goals, but you know that you need some help, you need accountability, you need structure, you need to understand processes, you can enroll in my mentorship. Again, I do have a new pricing structure. So I'm trying to make it where y'all can get in at a investment that is comfortable for you. So see the link in my bio to see which of the options work best for you to get in and work with me. All right. So the link is in my bio. If you know that you're serious about this year, you have some life goals that you really want to accomplish, see the link in my bio for the Action Accelerator, which is the name of my mentorship program. You're ready to take action on those goals and those dreams that you have. See the link in my bio for the Action Accelerator. If you have any questions about working with me, send me a DM so we can talk about it in the DMs. I don't want to be shouting stuff based on the comments. I want to have a professional conversation with you. So send me a DM so that I can instruct you better. All right. Awesome. Let's make some decrees really quickly because I'm way over my time. And that happens every morning if you're new here. It usually happens. All right, let's make some decrees really quickly. I'm going to decree for all of us, and you can type in the comments, I agree with that. There's power in agreement. When we come together and we agree on a thing, we will see the manifestation of it in our lives. All right, so here we go. I decree that the Lord is blessing us and keeping us in all our ways. I decree that his face and his favor is shining upon us and giving us peace. I decree that we're healthy and strong in body, mind, and spirit. I decree that we're well balanced in every area of our lives. I decree that we're blessed coming and going. I decree that our storehouse, our savings, our checking, our investment accounts are blessed with abundance and overflow. I decree that we're blessed with clear direction and a disciplined life. I decree that the rain of abundance, favor, and goodness is falling on us. I decree that we're blessed with success, with prosperity and provision. I decree that we walk today in faith and expectancy with results. I decree that we're empowered to prosper in our walk with the Lord. I decree that God's grace is giving us speed and acceleration in all that we do. I decree things of great value is coming our way today. I decree that the Lord is amplifying our voices and perfecting our gifts. I decree that God is connecting us to great men and giving us strategic kingdom opportunities. I decree that we are victorious in life. Yes, we are. Thank y'all so much for typing I agree. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So that is how we program a productive and a successful day. So our mindset and our intentions are set for today. Remember the word of the day. Hey, Jonathan, how are you? It's prioritization. You got to figure out what matters most to you. Get the things done that matter most to you. Anything that is a distraction in your life. You're very welcome, Erica. Thank you so much for showing up. Anything that is a distraction in your life, you want to release it. And the hard thing about that is sometimes the distraction comes in the form of a person. But if you want to get ahead, you got to learn how to handle that. All right? Prioritize what is important to you and get that done, because we don't want to get to December of this year and be like, man, I wasted the entire year. I didn't get anything done. No, if you're a part of this community, that will not be your portion. Not at all. All right. We're making bold moves. We're getting ahead. We're strategizing and we're executing. All right. We're getting things done so we can move our lives forward. All right. So that's all I have for today. I want you to take the day on with faith and expectancy. You're very welcome. Thank you so much, T. Thank you. Take the day on with faith and expectancy. Expect good things today. Expect answered prayers. Expect promotion and increase, because anything is possible when you have the right mindset and the will to do what you say you're going to do. Thank you, Liza, you as well. I'm listening to her blessings word instead of preparing my way. Oh, Edson, you're going to have an amazing day. It's okay. You can prepare their breakfast now. All right. So thank y'all so much for showing up. For those of you who are just hopping on, you can catch the restream at 8 a.m. on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. For those of you who are looking for a playlist of all my videos, go to YouTube, subscribe to my channel there. I am the productivity coach over there. Thank you for the positive vibes. Oh, you're welcome, Genevieve. You're welcome. So have an amazing day. I'll be back tomorrow with another word of the day, and we'll have a great discussion about it. All right. Bye for now.